welcome to the vlog. So as you can probably see, we're at Thorpe Park today. It's the opening day of the season. It's first day, it's Friday. It's not overly busy, everything's sort of okay-ish. It's not rammed, but then obviously the schools are still at school, people are at work, so it'll probably be a little bit busier tomorrow with Saturday. Maybe a little bit of a better way for it to open, you know.
I feel like they've definitely
sort of staggered. It gives the
they've definitely done it better, like the past couple of weeks, past couple of days, blue light days, and then full of
yeah, it gives the staff a chance to also sort of like get used to being busy,
especially new trainees, like new staff, because obviously seasonal people, they're going to have to be trained up and that.
Break them in gently, so to speak.
Yeah. Open on Friday.
We've been here a little while before we've actually started the vlog. We've already done Hyperia, we've had it go on stealth. So we're going to show you around. Like I said, we was here the other day for the blue light card day, so if you've not checked that vlog out, go and check that out. We had a look around all the shops, done a few rides, and we brought my little nephew for the first time, which was lovely.
Didn't get him on Hyperia.
No, we didn't get him on Hyperia, but that's a work in progress. So one of the other things actually, and I was also saying to Cam when we was on the way up here, I always forget to talk about the ghost train when we're here. I always just seem to walk past it and just sort of ignore the fact that it even exists. Probably because it would be better if it didn't. Yeah, sorry, I'm not a lover of ghost train.
Darren, but it's not
Darren Brown anymore.
He left.
It used to be Darren Brown.
Even he left it.
You didn't even do Darren Brown's Ghost Train.
That's what I mean, apparently that was a lot better though, no?
It was. I preferred Darren Brown's Ghost Train when it was the Ghost Train.
Didn't have actors in it?
Yeah, had actors in the train with the VR as well. But I'm not, I just don't, I think it's a bit of a waste of space to be quite honest. Like for such a big area that it like, occupies, I just don't think it's the throughput or the people that...
No, it's gimmicky, isn't it?
Yeah. Get rid of it and get a good flat, dark ride in there, like something with a good storyline. Love that. Oh, it smells good round here. KFC. So we're going to go and enjoy a few more rides, and we'll see in a little bit. It just seemed like that was flying around the track. It had row 8, but yeah, no, that was good. Our first ride of the day. The ride didn't actually open until 12 o'clock, and that seems to be a little bit of a running thing. Obviously, it was the sort of policy last year. They were sort of saying, you know, it would be delayed opening and such. But yeah, no, it seems to keep doing that as well this year. So just bear that in mind. Obviously, if you are getting here for opening, it might be worth going and visit some other attractions before you get down to Hyperia. This is something I've just noticed as well. I don't know if you can see it through there, but there is just like a little flamingo sort of thing. Another little thing that they've added into the sort of the theming and the queue line. Obviously, there's not a lot for Hyperia. I was expecting, for some reason, I don't know why, but I thought this year maybe they might have replaced or put something where the stage is, but actually there's just like a little box there. Obviously they have done it over because that was all dirt last time, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, like a little statue of like the angel or something like that, I don't know, just a little something, but we enjoyed it. obviously we was here for the Blue Light Card Day on Sunday, and we had a little look around the Hyperia. So if you want to check that vlog out, go and check that one out. We won't cover too much of the merchandise in this vlog unless we see anything new that we didn't notice on Sunday. But yeah.
This is kind of cheeky, I feel, because obviously they gave that out to 236 people.
No, it's not. It's because it had 236 on it.
So it was the same colour one, but I feel like the yellow one would have been better to bring that back, because that was actually limited edition.
Yeah. Hyperia resins are sold well. I don't know why, but they have. They've got the gold wings back in stock as well for the jackets.
The coasters aren't selling at all.
And all the diaries. Yeah, there's nothing new that we just didn't see the other day, so won't cover this too much. Yeah, we showed them on the other one.
I know, they're cute, but I feel like they're a bit meh.
Yeah. So, yeah. Had a good ride there. It was good. Yeah.
Today we're talking to stealth challengers, those brave, crazy folks who are determined to follow in Johnny Rocket's footsteps. Or should I say tire tracks? With me now, and raring to add the stealth challenge to his list of achievements, is Englishman John Smith. Tell me, John, why here and why now?
Well, I come 6,000 miles, right? Because basically I've done it all, right? I've done that Alton Towers, which weren't bad. I've done jumping out of airplanes.
Oh, of course, a lot of people do that.
Without a parachute. I've done swimming with dolphins.
That's lovely.
Yeah, we used the dolphin as live bait to attract the sharks.
Sharks?
Oh, yeah. You wait till they're just about to snap their jaws shut on you.
So I just had a little ride on stealth, as you may have seen. Cam didn't come on, he's not too keen on stealth, are you? You like Launch Coast, you like Icon, don't you, at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, but you're not too keen on stealth.
Yeah, I think it's overrated.
I think that it's overrated.
The launch is a bit much, but it's just, too much of it.
Yeah, it is a lot of queuing for 20 seconds. In all fairness though, I was saying to Cam on the way up here though, before obviously Hyperia was here, that was the ride that I always used to get like most excited about riding when I used to come to Thorpe Park. So yeah, but now it's Hyperia, so let's have a little look around Easy Boulevard a bit. I think we did pop round here the other day, but we didn't really see much updates or anything. Obviously, I think there's some new food bits, Boulevard Bites. It's like the vending machines have been upgraded, or they've got a little new thing around them. We're still showing, what is it, Ready Player One in the cinema, which I would have thought they would have changed this year, maybe gone for something a little bit different, but it is what it is. So,
when did that actually come out?
Obviously it is.
That came out years ago, at least 10 years ago.
I was going to say it's quite an old film, but so yeah. So we're just going to be making our way over to the Swarm because it's got a 10-minute queue apparently. Haven't actually seen it go round, so maybe there's no queue at all. Obviously got the Flying Fish here. It's got a 5-minute queue. I always find it mad to think that, you know, like the Flying Fish, how long it's been here. And also, not only just to think how long it's been here, to think that this used to have like over-the-shoulder restraints, because this was classed as like a thrilling ride at some point. Let's have a look. Hang on. Because I don't actually think I've ever recorded Flying Fish, so let's have a little record over it.
You're ready, the fish is ready, and here we go!
Can you imagine back in the day when this was the height of thrills? Our Swarm is going. find that mad to think that the Flying Fish used to have over-the-shoulder restraints. And just to think that, yeah, that used to be like the height of thrill rides. Like, yeah, I don't know. And also, one of the other things we was talking about on the way down here is how it's quite nice that to think, like, obviously, I can remember riding some of these rides as kids. Maybe not more so here, more at Chessington. But obviously now, like, I'm getting to ride them with my nephew, so that's another generation that's getting to ride them. You know, like, and then I'm sure that there's going to be a few more generations, like, you know, my nephew might have kids, he might then like come with his children to ride them, and I love that sort of just to think, like when you look at something like Blackpool Pleasure Beach, that's like Big Dipper and stuff like that are like hundreds of years old, and just to think like how many centuries and how many generations of people have actually now been on that ride and walked through that area, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a crazy one to think that. So yeah, here we are over by the Swarm. We didn't get to come on this the other day because it was closed, much to Caden's disgust, because this was the one that he was sort of really hyped up about coming on to. But that just means we get to bring him here another time. And also, we'll have a little quick sweep through the Swarm shop, because obviously, like I said, we didn't get down here last Sunday, wasn't it? Yeah. So just have a little sweep through, but we need to cover most of the Swarm merchandise up in the main shop. But sometimes they do have other little bits in here that they don't have, which doesn't look like they have. But, so yeah, just a little look around. I always love the music to the Swarm area as well, and it's actually one of the best themed areas in the park, in my opinion. It's original, and yeah, I don't know, I just love the theming, and it just feels like there's a lot of effort in around here. Look at this for opening day. Swarm's on 10 minutes. Obviously everyone's over near Hyperia. There's hardly anyone, there's no queue, so yeah. Why? Let's go and have a ride on Swarm. To the far side of the Swarm, hopefully get a back row ride. Always feels a little bit more intense on this side, I think. I'm sure it's this side, I always think it feels more intense. But we'll see, we'll see. Look at this, there's no one down here. Brilliant! Hey. I could do with more days like this at Thorpe Park. game for a back row ride by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Why not?
So we just had a brilliant back row ride on the Swarm there, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I haven't been on it for a long time and it's been a little while, but that felt really fast at the back. Obviously we had the back fast side, which was brilliant. You know, really getting whipped into some of those elements and really feel that sort of drag on it. No, I really enjoyed that. I said I don't know if it's just because it's been a while since we've been on it, but that seemed quite intense to me, quite fast. But no, enjoyed that. Really good. So I just had a little ride on Rush by myself there.
It was literally a little ride.
Literally a little ride. Yeah, that was a really short cycle. I don't know, it just didn't really felt like it got going enough. No. Obviously, I remember when I first ever time I went on that, it used to go, it felt like it went on for ages and you got such good air time on it, like little pops of like time where you come out your seat. Oh, goes Colossus.
It felt like it was literally about to get going.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it's an older ride now and it probably can't run the same as it maybe used to back in the day, but yeah, I don't know, that was just a really short cycle compared to like when I went on Vortex the other day. That was quite a good cycle. When we went on Samurai the other day, that was a good cycle. So yeah, obviously with the flat rides, it depends on sort of like how long you get to sort of the experience you get as well. Obviously with a coaster, you're obviously sort of guaranteed the length and all the speeds and all that, whereas yeah, it just, I don't know, that just felt a little bit underwhelming because I love Rush. It's such a good like high powered ride as well. So yeah, that was a little bit disappointing in all fairness, but never mind. So I think we're probably going to go maybe have something to eat, maybe go and do Hyperia again, maybe Saw, just enjoy the day. It's been good so far, actually, compared for an opening day. Like, operations have been quick. There's not been much queue for anything.
Look around. Where's there's no people?
Yeah, it's strange.
Probably like 3-4 o'clock. I reckon when school's finished.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, no, we're enjoying the day so far, and we'll see in a little bit. So I'm going to go, Cam's not going to jump on, he's going to have a cigarette. He's going to get some off-ride POV, because obviously you can't do on-ride here. But yeah, Saw's 10 minutes, so it would be rude not to go and have a ride, wouldn't it? So let's go and have a little ride on Saw. So I just had a little ride on Saw and I jumped in the single rider queue, and I'm glad I did. That was really, really quick. I literally walked straight up into the station and I was on the next ride. So yeah, 5-minute queue time. You can't moan for opening day at all. We've already done quite a few rides, still got a few roller coasters to do obviously, but we didn't do them the other day, so it's all good if we don't get round to them. But yeah, no, it's been brilliant so far. You can't moan. Like, operations have been good, and yeah, it's sort of, even on Hyperia, like, they were knocking those trains out quick, weren't they?
That was 50 minutes, it just went to 60.
Oh, fair enough. But still, you can't moan. Obviously, Hyperia is the main coaster at the park, and it's the main attraction. So even for that to be an hour.
The busiest one after Hyperia is Thorpe, and that's 15 minutes.
There you go. So, and like I said, I just literally walked straight on to Thorpe. So, all good. So here we go, our second ride on Hyperia today. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I might get front row. Never know. We've only had one front row, 2 back rows now. So it'd be nice to get another front row. We'll see. So yeah, looking forward to this. It's definitely my favourite coaster in the UK. What about yours?
Yeah. Between this and Icon.
Yeah. Fair enough. There you go. So let's get up into Hyperia station. Hopefully we'll get front row. Never know. So here we go, our second ride on Hyperia today. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I might get front row. Never know. We've only had one front row, 2 back rows now, so it'd be nice to get another front row. We'll see. So yeah, looking forward to this. It's definitely my favourite coaster in the UK. What about yours?
Yeah. Between this and Icon.
Yeah. Fair enough. There you go. So let's get up into Hyperia station. Hopefully we'll get front row. Never know. Row 10, back row ride. Come to find our fearless.
I'll get a picture.
We've just had our second ride on Hyperia, and that was brilliant. And I don't know if it's just me, let me know in the comments, because I'm really feeling like for some, it's definitely not hitting it. It's not hitting it the same. So last year, one thing that I really did sort of, not moan about as such, but it was a little bit like you could feel it all the time. You could really feel the trim brakes as it sort of come down into the splashdown zone. And for some reason this year, it really doesn't feel like you can feel them. Like when you went into that bit, it really braked and you could feel like the stop. But it doesn't feel like it's doing it as much now. I don't know, just my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you think.
Can we go on
So this is the second time that we've actually seen this happen today. Hyperia, just as it's sort of coming out of the station, it seems to just be getting stuck on that little bit there. But then all of a sudden it will sort of like restart and go again. So we'll see. So it literally just went a minute ago. So woo! Seems to be having a few issues lately. It's not had the best of starts, this ride, is it, really? Obviously after day one it broke down, and there was the whole thing with the lift hill, which they never actually really did an official statement about. There's people waving on the Hyperia train over there.
Those in Fearless Valley. Hyperia is currently experiencing a temporary delay.
And it looks like it's broke down, so we was just lucky just to get our ride on it just then. But yeah. So we was just speaking to Zach Hassler, and he was just saying that apparently it's something to do with the power. There could be power cuts because apparently Colossus is stuck on the lift hill as well, so that does make sense.
And the cameras just went down.
And yeah, the cameras went down, the screens went off. So apparently, from what I can understand, what we've just been told, one side of the park is powered by Chertsey, the other side of the park is powered by Staines. So that would make sense why half the rides on this side of the park have broke down, and then you've got the other rides over the other side of the park which aren't. So if that's true, thank you very much, Zach, for that information. That was very helpful. So I reckon they'll probably have to either evac them or we'll just wait and see. Lucky we just got another ride on it then just before it went down.
The one on it before.
Literally. So yeah, no, glad we got another quick ride on it then. But yeah, fingers crossed it won't be too long for them all.
So we just come over to have a Burger King, and I just wanted to quickly show you on the app. Like I said just a minute ago, we do believe it's because of like there's something to do with like power cuts or power issues. But currently, Colossus is closed, Hyperia is closed, Rush is closed, Saw's closed, and Samurai's closed. So if you heard what I said just earlier about it being over that side of the park, that would make sense because obviously that's all the rides that are located over that sort of area of the park. So, and then the ones more towards sort of like the back and a little bit closer towards the front, they seem to be okay at the minute. So yeah, obviously sometimes, you know, these things can't be helped and it's to be expected. So it's like some things like this are beyond the park's control, you know. And so far the operations have been good today. It's not been busy, so we've got plenty of rides, so we're not too fussed about it. But obviously we was here for Blue Light Day and we had the same sort of issue. A lot of the rides kept closing and stuff like that, and we've just had an email come through because obviously we had to buy tickets for that because you can't go to the Blue Light Card Day if you're an annual pass holder, which that's a whole nother...
Fair enough.
Do you think it's fair?
Yeah, it's a pass holder day.
Yeah, true, I suppose. But what about if you're a pass holder and a Blue Light Card holder? They should be able to do it on that. But there you go, that's another debate. That's political.
No, because if you've got the pass holder and Blue Light, you don't go to both days, you know?
Yeah, true. So yeah,
Lovely.
all good.
So we've just had a little bit of lunch at Burger King. We always end up in Burger King when we come here. Just seems to be like one of the cheaper options, especially like I said in the Blue Light Card blog. If you've got a Blue Light Card, don't forget, obviously you get your discount in Burger King here. You don't get it in KFC, and you don't get your rewards, but you can get your Blue Light discount in Burger King for some reason. Don't know why that is. But yeah, it's always worth getting discounts. I mean, we saved £5 by doing that, didn't we? So yeah. Going to go and jump on Nemesis. Hyperia is still down, Saw's still down, Colossus is still down, Walking Dead's still down. Everything that seems to be over that side of the park, apart from the flat rides. The flat rides are all still going. Samurai's still going, Vortex is still going, Zodiac's still going. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it can't be helped. It's a power cut, power issue, but it's not good, especially for the start of the season. I mean, luckily it's not too busy today, so it's not having too much of an effect. But like I said, if obviously it was a really packed out busy day, that's really going to have an effect on the queue times and just the vibe around the park. But I mean, hopefully most people have got a ride in on Hyperia today. Hopefully it might reopen again a little bit later, but we'll find out. So I think we're going to go and have a little go on Nemesis because the queue's only 20 minutes for that, which isn't too bad at all. So. Didn't even have to queue there for Nemesis, walking straight up into the station, which is brilliant. So like I said, although there's a few rides off because it's not that busy, it's just everything still seems to be flowing quite well, which is good. So yeah. get up into the Nemesis queue station. Just holding everybody up in the queue line, recording. Just having a look, see what the front row queue's like. Meh. No, we'll go for a normal ride, I think. There's some rides I would queue the front row for and queue that extra bit. Some rides I won't. As much as I love Nemesis and it's good to have a front row ride, I'm still happy with back row. Feel more intense on the back. We just had a little ride on Nemesis Inferno and I enjoyed that. I always enjoy Nemesis, it's such a good ride. Had a back row ride as well. I wasn't going to queue for the front, there was quite a bit of a queue for the front, so I thought we'd just give that a skip. And it always, whenever I sort of queue up for Nemesis and I get like near the get like a front row one, it always reminds me of that episode of the In-Betweeners where they come here and it's not Neil, what's his name? What's his name? Will. Is it Will? I think so. A really geeky one. I think so.
Never watched it.
Yeah, whoever he is, that always just reminds me of that episode where they come here. Inconsiderate arseholes. And if you haven't seen that episode, it is really worth a watch. It is a really good episode of In-Betweeners. If you know, you know. We'll have to watch that actually, if you've not seen it. I think Hyperia is still not open, Walking Dead's still not open, Colossus still isn't open, Saw's still not open. So yeah, ride availability is not brilliant at the minute, but obviously, like I said, we do believe that's to do with power cut and stuff like that. So
You can tell that because we've got clubs over there.
we will see. I think I might go and jump on something like Detonator or something like that. Maybe, yeah. You can do Detonator. Cam might film off rides. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, let's go and have a little walk around, see what Detonator's doing, see what the queue's like for that. See. So we've got a 5-minute queue for Detonator, so I'm going to go and jump in the queue for that. Not sure if Cam's coming on here. No? So, I'm going to jump on, Cam's going to get some off-ride footage, and I will see if I can do the 3-click challenge. We'll see on the restraints. 3 clicks and you're done. We'll see. I don't know if we'll be able to, but so I'm going to pass you over to Cam, and I will see you in a little minute.
Very nice. More power to you. Yeah, in a bit me, I've got that. Good.
I just had a little ride on Detonator there, and Detonator or drop towers in general always make me scream, and I don't know, the fear, the anxiety when I go on those rides, it's just, yeah. I think it's that bit where you just wait at the top and you're waiting just to drop, And I did do the 3-click challenge, which I never knew about until the other day, but I tried it, and yeah, it does add to the intensity of the ride. You sort of really get lifted up out your seat from it on that. I enjoyed it. It was good. I think some of the rides are starting to reopen again now. Saw's reopened, Walking Dead's now reopened, and I think it's just Colossus and Hyperia that are down still. We're hoping to get, has Colossus gone off the lift hill? It has gone off the lift hill, so you never know. Oh, here it comes, it's testing. It's testing, hang on. So, I think, being as Colossus is now testing, hopefully Hyperia will be testing again in a little minute. So, we're going to make our way down to the Hyperium, because I'm sure there'll probably be a little bit of built-up queue again, because people love that ride, don't they? And it's got a bit of a good fan base going, so I think we'll get down. But then again, you can see why. Look at the size of it. It's humongous. It just towers above like everything else here, and just makes everything else look a little bit inferior, really. But yeah, no, brilliant. So I'm going to go and get over to Hyperia. Hopefully, oh, I don't know, because they might have to do the dummy test runs again. Fingers crossed not. Don't know. Have to wait and see. We'll find out soon. Hopefully, because we would like to get one more ride on it before we go home today. Obviously, the park closes at 5. That's one other thing that would be really nice to sort of have a little bit more late openings to the parks. You know, like 9, 10 o'clocks, just so that you can either turn up a little bit later and enjoy the day like a little bit later, or you can literally turn up and have a full out day if you really want to. And not only that, just to get night rides, because night rides really add to the experience. Obviously the roller coasters warm up through the day, so you may notice that the rides feel a little bit quicker in the evening, and that's normally the reason why. So yeah, it would be nice to have later opening times, but yeah, again, it is what it is, so we just have to make do with what we do have. You never know, hopefully when Universal comes along, it might shake Merlin up a little bit to change some of their ways a little bit. Who knows? We will soon find out. So one little thing you may notice if you come into the Hyperia area when you come to Thorpe Park this year is just this little bit here. They've put a little bit of a fence around, and we were just talking to a member of staff, and the reason is because, as you can see, there's a duck down there, and she has got a little baby and a little egg under there. So Hyperia is actually having a little child. How cute is that? Gonna find her fearless and give birth. Become a mother. Got to find you fearless for that. That's so cute. And it's nice that they put the fence around to sort of make sure that she's not disturbed. Like, it's quite respectful and quite nice actually, because they could easily just sort of like move it on, I'm assuming, but yeah, no, that's lovely. So yeah, as you can see, she's still currently stuck on the lift hill. That's it, she's not really had the best of starts this coaster, has she? Never mind. I just think it's cute that we've got the duck here. Hyperia has finally reopened. I'm very excited. Again. I don't know how excited you can get from one ride. I do. Well, doesn't she like to be temperamental? Yet again, she's broke down on the lift hill. The Nemesis. I said this ride really hasn't had the best of starts with sort of its opening and just technical issues in general. But you know, it's a fantastic ride, so a load of people will just wait for it. But like I said, as you can see, we're just stuck on the lift hill again. Yeah. Like Cam was saying earlier, does that class as a free little coaster climb? I don't know. We will see what happens. So we've just had our last ride on Hyperia. and literally every single ride we've had back row. So still waiting for another front row ride. Yeah, no, it was good. It was last ride of the day. Obviously, like I said, it has been very unreliable today and had a lot of breakdowns. So hopefully they'll get sort of that sorted, because it seems to be whatever it is, it's when it hits the lift hill just over there. So yeah, but never mind. We've had a fantastic day here for opening day. The ride availability hasn't been too brilliant, but we've still managed to get around, get on loads of rides and enjoy ourselves. So yeah, it's been good, isn't it? Quite a good day. So we're just coming out of Thorpe Park now. Obviously the rest of the park is closed. It's been a really nice day. We've been lucky weather-wise. We've been lucky sort of with the rides, as much as the ride availability hasn't been brilliant, because obviously a lot of them have gone down. But we've still managed to get on quite a good few rides, and we've also managed to get round on everything that we wanted to do.
Also, I've got to give it to them, the fact that they're giving out fast tracks for basically fuck-ups.
Yeah, so
like whether it's in their control or not, like obviously they had a power cut, so everyone got fast tracks for the rides that they was not allowed to get.
So they had to, we was talking to a couple of people in the queue line, and they were saying that obviously when it first got evac, they actually gave everyone a fast track.
It was exclusive for Hyperia. But it's 20,
but no,
it's £20. So
I was going to say,
you're not going to bat an eyelid.
That's quite cool, because we had it last season when we was at Alton Towers, and we queued for Rita.
About an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half. We got near the front and it broke down, and they just said you either get out of the queue line or you can wait until we reopen it.
You got an ETA? No. Oh.
So yeah, fair play to Thorpe Park for that one.
And for the thingies the other day, obviously with went to.
Oh yeah, so obviously if you saw
was bad.
Yeah, so if you saw our blue light card day vlog, obviously the operations weren't brilliant that day either, and we also ended up getting rusted on by Nemesis. She had a little bit of a leak.
Which hasn't actually came out, which I didn't notice until this morning.
But yeah, like I said, we've had a good day. But what were we just saying about
the fact that they're giving out, like they've given people a return ticket because obviously operations was bad.
Yes, so when we come on the blue light card day, the operations weren't brilliant, but I had an email back today, because like I said earlier in the vlog, obviously you have to buy those tickets. We are a pass holder
or not.
Yeah, you had to buy those tickets, so we've had those tickets refunded, and also a fast track of our choice, I think it was, for the day.
A one shot
fast track, which isn't bad. So we're going to use that obviously for Hyperia when we come down and it's a little bit busier. And hopefully, because obviously, like I said, because we are,
if anything, we're pass holders.
We're pass holders. We'll use them for friends and come with friends for another day out at Thorpe Park. But it's been a brilliant day, and thank you for joining us again. I know obviously there's been 2 Thorpe Park vlogs very close together, but just the way it's...
Blame the internet for that one.
I'm going to say it's just the way it's worked.
Cloud services and uploading it.
Yeah. But our next vlog will probably be next Saturday, and I believe we'll probably be at Pleasurewood Hills for the opening of Wipeout 2.0, which obviously is going to be very different as well, because doing Wipeout is quite an intense roller coaster, but it's now going to have lap bars, a little bit like Hyperia. So it'll be interesting to see what that ride's like now with a new train on. So yeah, I believe midges everywhere.
Look at them. Wow, look above you.
I know, there was loads of them when we was on the back of Hyperia as well, coming into the station.
Like a demon from Charm.
But yeah, no, it's been good. So like I said, the next vlog will probably be Pleasurewood Hills, so make sure you're liked and subscribed to the channel for that one, and that will be coming up very, very soon, and we're excited for that. Yeah, it's always nice. I like to support like the littler parks as well, because as much as yes, they're not brilliant, the parks, and they're not probably they've got the most thrilling rides and stuff like that, but at the end of the day we know how much the parks are struggling at the minute. We've seen Oakwood close down, so it's really about supporting them, getting down there, having a good day for yourself, and just enjoying the atmosphere in the day, because at the end of the day, if we haven't got these parks here, where are we going to go? People sort of give them hard times and stuff like that, but at the end of the day,
what else is there to do in this country? Let's be honest.
Let's be honest, yeah, what is there else to do? And that's why we spend so much time. Yeah, that's why we spend so much time at the theme parks. It's a good day out, it sort of gets you out of the routine of things. But yeah, so It's been a brilliant day, and we will see you in the next vlog. Bye for now.